Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna learn how to make some blackened salsa, and I have been in my garden and there's so many tomatoes that are ripe that just keep on going. I have tomatoes on this side. I have like 14 tomato plants. I know I'm an overachiever, but now I got to figure out what to do with these tomatoes. And when life gives you tomatoes, then you can make salsa. So come on and watch me and we can make salsa together. Here are the ingredients for the salsa. I do 2.5 pounds of tomatoes. But one thing you would have to notice is that this is 2.5 pounds after you core them and cut off like the bad parts. Because like when you're growing stuff in your garden, sometimes you have like bad parts of the tomato, so I just cut those off also. I do 1 jalapeno, and if I don't have a fresh jalapeno, then I will do my freeze-dried jalapenos, but right now I'm just going to use the fresh one. And also with the jalapeno, I leave the seeds in because my kids like it spicy. And then I will do half a large onion, and that is, I believe, a sweet Mayan onion. And I do 2 to 3 cloves of garlic and some cilantro. And this is actually freeze-dried. I just did it last week, but this little jar is actually 2 bunches of cilantro. I know a lot of people like it fresh, but my family is not really big on cilantro, so we're fine with the freeze-dried kind. And we also have salt and pepper. So I will get started on showing you how to make this. So before I do anything, I put foil on a cookie sheet, and then in a couple minutes I'll turn on the broiler. And this kind of salsa is the I don't know what you call it, but it's more like a roasted blackened salsa. So I'll show you when it comes out, but it just brings more of the flavors and makes it more of a smoky flavor. Okay, I got everything prepped. I cut up the onion, and then I just kind of separate it so they can all get a little bit burned. And then the jalapeno, one of them I took the seeds out, the other one I left in. And then the tomatoes, I just cut them in half, and then I put the skin side up. So that way when the tomatoes are done, you peel the skin off really easily. Okay, then we're going over to the oven, and I wanted to show you, you have to put it on the highest rack. This is the highest rack, which it seems like you shouldn't do, but it actually works out fine. Okay, I just took them out of the oven, and this is how they look. The jalapeno's pretty dark, but just, you know, slightly burned. And then when it's cooled off, I'll come back and peel off the skins for all these tomatoes. And then you can cut off the black part, but I think that also makes it taste a little bit better. One thing I forgot to say is you can broil for 9 minutes, but it just depends on how you like it. Today I did 10 minutes, so it just depends. And then also the garlic, I don't peel them. I just leave them like that, and because sometimes they will burn, and you can peel them really easily after you broil them. And then you can see there's a little bit of juice in there. Do not drain the juice. I'm just gonna have this, and I'm gonna put it in my blender and move on to the next step. So don't drain the juice unless you want your salsa like super, super thick. So we'll wait for it to cool off, and I'll be back. Okay, the tomatoes are starting to cool off. I should probably wait 5 more minutes, but I am impatient and I want to get it done before dinner. So I'm gonna start peeling the skins off the potatoes, and then the onions and the jalapenos, if there's any black part, I just peel that part off. And then same with the garlic, I'll just peel off the skin part, and then I'm just gonna throw it all in the blender. Okay, now I'm gonna do a tablespoon of cilantro. And I'm doing a teaspoon of pepper. And a teaspoon of salt. And now I'm gonna go blend this, and we'll do it from here. Okay, now for the blender. I'm just gonna turn it off and on a couple times, and that's it. You don't have to blend it very long. I usually blend it a little bit longer, only because my kids don't like chunky salsa. But normally if you blend it too much, then it gets kind of like a puree. Okay, now I'm gonna get some chips, and we are gonna taste test this. Looks really good. I love homemade salsa. The other thing I really love is smelling the vegetables when you put them in the oven, and the whole house smells like it. It's so yummy. So I thought of one more thing, why it's so important to make salsa, other than you have too many tomatoes. But for my family, they don't like onions, they don't like tomatoes, they don't like any type of vegetable. And so when I put it into a salsa, suddenly they just love it, and it's great for your health, and you get a lot of vitamins from all of it, especially the tomatoes and also the garlic. So this is a sneaky way to get your kids to eat vegetables. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel, and you will be able to find more things that I've been doing with my garden. And I hope we see you again.